Hello friends, good evening and welcome. Today we are going to discuss library automation, its need, purpose, planning and implementation. First of all, what is automation? Automation is the use of machines to reduce human efforts. According to Encyclopedia of Library and Information Science, automation is the technology concerned with the design and development of process and system that minimize the necessity of human intervention in operation. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, it defines automation as automation of automatic control to any branch of industry or science, by extension the use of electronic or mechanical devices to replace human labor. So we can say automation is the use of machines, control system and information technologies to optimize productivity in the delivery of service. What is library automation? Automation is a process of using the machineries for easily working and saving the human power and time. The main purpose of library automation is to free the librarians and library staff and to allow them to contribute more meaningfully to the spread of knowledge and information. In the simple language, when we use machines for collection, processing, storage and retrieval of information and do and other works of library with the help of machines, that called library automation. What is the need of library automation? Information explosion, availability of information in various formats like print, non-print, graphical, audiovisual, etc. Different approaches and needs of users. Limitations of library like time, space and human power. Duplication in housekeeping operations. To well management and retrieval of information. To search national and international database. Impact of communication technology. Increasing number of users. To obtain increased operational efficiencies, to improve the quality, spread and effectiveness of services, to improve across the resources on other networks and systems including the web, to improve the management of their physical and financial resources, to facilitate wider dissemination of their information, products and services, enable their participation in resource sharing library networks. Objectives of library automation. There are some objectives like speedily disposal of library work, establishment of a well storage and retrieval system, time and human power saving with qualitative services, suitability for library cooperation and coordination development, simplicity in library management to meet the objectives, proper use of human resources, development of the new library services, preparation of reports and correspondence, suitability for resource sharing and networking, development of human resources. The advantages of library automation include easily searching of information, time saving, it speeds the communication, it is helpful in stock verification, it easily working with the help of automation. We can work very easily in the library and it helps in resource sharing. It motivates the library staff to work in a very good manner. Development of human resources. There are some disadvantages also, which includes a long term and time consuming process. It includes financial expenses. Continuous staff training are required. Security problems are also may occur. It is totally dependent on the electricity. When electricity is not there, it doesn't work. Costly maintenance is included, and untrained users are one of the disadvantages. Library automation planning. How we can plan for library automation? We will discuss the steps. Planning, as we know, is a systematic process to create or develop any specific project. In the sense of library automation planning, a thorough study of library's existing system as well as library's vision is necessary to enable you to prepare a good technology plan and a project proposal. So, who should be planned of library automation? Library authority, library committee, librarian or library staff, and computer specialist or IT section or an engineer. So, steps of planning. We can plan according to these steps, like objectives or mission. What is the present status of library? Requirement gap, means there is a very open requirement. Feasibility, technology plan, project proposal, and approval of proposed project. What is the objective or vision? A vision is a dream of the library. It is a clear picture of what you would like to your library to become in the near future. It is based on the mission of your library, the needs of your users, and on the trends in library service. A vision provides direction and philosophy for the library. Present status of library. We have to keep in mind the present status of library. A system study is conducted to assess the library status and needs. It involves all the following issues: nature of library and its purpose, total collection of library, number of users, daily circulation, numbers of multilingual documents, information service, available staff, working process of library, and users need. Source of data such as statistics, staff profile is there, patron profile is there, policies and procedures, and functional specifications of the library. By comparing the actual status with the objectives of the project, the system requirements can be determined. Means what is the present status of the library and what we want it to be. There is a system gap. So, feasibility include immediately after the analysis and design for the system has been completed, a feasibility study must be conducted. It is designed to answer the following questions: is the proposed system possible? Is it necessary? What other options are available with us? Is it affordable? The end product of a feasibility study is a report to management. Technological plan should be a written document which include vision, goals and objectives of library, or the automation project. Components of the project in terms of the needs to achieve the vision. Specifications for your system requirements. Financial estimates for library automation. Action plan. What will be the action plan? And a timetable for the project. So after that, project proposal should be based on the technology plan. Project proposal should be prepared for presentation to funding agencies. After that comes request for proposal or RFP. RFP is a formal request for a bid from suppliers of library systems. The RFP is a comprehensive document that provides the vendor with the outline, purpose, scope, description, minimum requirements, etc. for the system. Some steps for preparation of RFP are following. Writing RFP, approval from the management or the authority, request quotation from the vendors, receiving proposal from vendors, evaluating proposals, preparing a short list of vendors, presenting demo of the system, purchasing the system. After that, preparing the contract with the vendor, delivery and installation of system, and evaluation of the installed system. For a library automation, we have to select some hardware as well as software. In the case of hardware, at the present situation, an i7 or the above will be a good server system. In the case of latest specification, i10 is the latest version of for the system. 8 GB RAM will be sufficient for the server and 1 TB hard disk drive. Likewise, CD drive we will need. USB drive by default there comes in the systems. LCD, LED or TFT any monitor. Internal modem, cables we need, scanners, printer, barcode scanners, sensor system, opaque kiosk, telephone connection, etc. And in the case of software or the ILMS which we have to choose, we have to keep some things in mind, like to determine the best package for our library, analyze and identify our needs and match it with the features and functions of integrated library systems. At present, lot of library softwares are available in the market in which we can choose any software that will fulfill the vision and objectives of library automation. After that, after the proper planning, here comes the implementation. Implementation includes all activities after management has decided to automate the library and approved the plan. After purchasing our system, we must make it operational. Thus, even before we purchase our system, we must design implementation strategies which should include allocating resources, implementation for hardware, implementation for software, data conversion of implementation for system maintenance, training, making change as necessary. In the case of allocating resources, resources include the hardware, the network, the data, the staff, etc. The layout of the network must be designed, identify each service point and put the necessary hardware to place. For example, you must have a computer at the circulation desk to be able to carry out the circulation function. The same is true for acquisition, accessing, cataloging, serial control, references for client server, for accessing the OPAC, etc. For every service offered by the library, there should be a computer available. In certain cases, however, these functions can be available by shared hardware. You must also identify a place for the server. Shared services like printing, scanning could be done on the network of desired in a common service center. This is the chart for a local area network or LAN where file server database is in the middle, and all the services are also given, including the OPAC. Implementation for hardware. Time to time checking of all the computer stations is necessary. Checking of all the hardware accessories such as cables, power supply connections, printer, scanner, kiosk, etc. Checking of furniture and other machineries. In the case of software, determine the problems related with the software and moving them. Time to time testing and measurement of all the modules of the software. Improvement and changes in library software if required. For data conversion of manual records to computer readable form, data conversion of computer records to computer readable form, checking the formatting of bibliographical description of documents, standardization of data according to Mark II or Z39.50, implementation for system maintenance, for environmental care like sunlight, air, water, dust, and data security should be there from the hackers, viruses, malicious insiders, etc. And in the case of training, staff and users training is necessary. There are some difficulties in implementing library automation, like lack of staff preparation for automation project, data conversion, lack of resources and expertise, turns out to be more expensive, lack of administrative support. Key factors for successful implementations include support from administration, staff competency, consideration of user requirements, presence of infrastructure, available data, excellent managerial skill from coordinator of the project, and user interface. These are some of the key factors. Thank you very much for your kind listening and patience. In case of any query, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much.